Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I am your host tonight, Brian Taylor Bridges. I am your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Again, you all, come on in. Peace and love. Got a very crazy story, you all, about these French fries again. Yep, I said it, the French fries again, you all. Now, there must be something that's going on with these McDonald's French fries, or either they done put something very addictive in these French fries, you all. Because here a few weeks ago, we had a young man unfortunately pass by some cold French fries, and in this particular case, and the same thing happened behind some French fries, you all, except this man didn't actually kill no one or hurt anyone behind the cold French fries. This young man decided to call the police, you all. I said it. He decided to call the police, and that was a very cool thing to do, except for one thing, you all. One thing. Yep, the man was out on bond, y'all. The man was out on bond for a murder case, you all, for a murder trial. So, this is very strange, you all, how he proceeded to forget about all this and decide he wanted to call the police and get his life straight at the last minute, you all. Now, I do commend the young man for, moving away and trying to get his life together and, making the right decision, with some of the things that he should have done in the first place and not have him in an alleged murder case, you all. I said it, not to have him in an alleged murder case, you all. But anyway, the young man had proceeded to burn out from wherever he was and was trying to get his life together and just happened to forget that he was out on bond, you all. Mind you, he never appeared in court. So this is what particularly gave the people, the right of way to proceed with bond, you all. To proceed with violating his bond, you all, in issuing the young man a warrant, in issuing him a warrant, you all. But like I said, in this particular case, the young man went into this McDonald's and and happened to come across some cold fries like so many others, you all. I've also gotten quite a few cold French fries from McDonald's, you all. And sometimes I keep them and eat them, and sometimes I take them back. It just depends on how far away I am from the place or not, you all. And then sometimes I just don't want to, hurt anyone. So I'm just mostly thankful for what I do have, and most of the time I do eat it, you all. Whatever is prepared for me, because like I said, there are other people in line. They want their food, and it's sometimes it's just a wasted conversation, you all, to be sitting up there arguing with some employees about some cold or some warm food, you all, when simply you can call a corporate office and make a verbal complaint. You can call a corporate office and make a complaint, get your money back, refund it, so forth and so on. And in this particular situation, the store owner was there, you all, and he proceeded and he wanted the young man out of his establishment. The young man began to be rude and belligerent, just like so many others, instead of trying to resolve the issue in a peaceful manner, you all. The young man proceeded to throw his little drink everywhere. So the store owner proceeded to grab the food that he said that he was going to return the man, give him a refund, and so he can take his business somewhere else, because he was just tired and frustrated dealing with the young man, you all. So he proceeded to ask him to leave, so forth and so on. And during this particular time, the young man was so upset about his French fries, you all, that he decided to call the police, you all. Like I said, it was it was other few things he could have done before calling the police, y'all. But like I said, it's just a strange situation when you know you wanted for murder, or when you know you out on bond, you gonna call the police and to try to cause any kind of confusion, you all. The police is the last people you would absolutely want to see in your face, you all. I said it, they are the last people you are going to want to call. But in this particular situation, the young man proceeded to call them anyway, you all. Like I said, this was one little silly little thing. And then, as they was about to handcuff him, the officer actually tried to trick him into a handcuffing, you all. The youngster tore it down, Pat and Turner, y'all know how they do. He was ghost. Out at 5,000 G. And, the officer proceeded to run him down and hit him in the back with the taser and dropped the young man. But like I said, he just ain't no way he should have been in this particular situation. When you're out on bond, the best thing to do, you all, is to sit somewhere still until your court date. I said sit somewhere still until your court date arrives, because 9 times out of 10, if you're out there doing some silly stuff, you're going to get yourself back in trouble again, and then you're going to have another case on top of the case that you're actually fighting. So it's just my opinion, and my tip for you all is to show up for these court dates, you all. Don't make them people come looking for you, because there's nowhere to run and really nowhere to hide, because at the end of the day, they're going to find you anyway off of one of these cell phone video cameras, street sign cameras, stove cameras. The cameras is everywhere, you all. So this is one particular thing that we cannot avoid. Let me go and take the time out and read this little thing to you all, and then I'll play the news clip. It said murder suspect called the cops over some cold French fries, you all, then arrested on an active warrant. It said a man called the Kenshaw police, you all, and this is in Georgia, Florida, and complained about cold French fries at a McDonald's. It said when the officer arrived, they discovered that he had an outstanding warrant for failure to appear in a homicide case in which he accused of setting a car on fire, you all, with another woman inside. Like I said, I don't know what particular case that was, you all, but he do have another case. And this particular case is out of Fulton County, you all. Like I said, so the young man proceeded to make bond. I don't know if he the only one in on the case. I just know it's a sad thing, a sad thing that he's in a case where a female victim is involved, you all. Like I said, a female victim is involved, and from what I'm under the impression, he has a new girlfriend, and they was actually moving, you all. He was trying to get away from that particular area. So, these cold French fries could have possibly saved her life, you all. I said they could have possibly saved her life, because we don't know what type of young man this man is, you all. They said Antonio Smith, 24, was not happy with his order from McDonald's, you all, at 2049 Car Parkway, and confronted the manager, telling him to fix my explicit, food, you all. According to Crenshaw police report, it said Kenshaw, you all. It said in the body camera video, seen the scene explaining to the officers that he and his fiancee were waiting on the food and a recipe and a receipt, you all, when his order was called. He said, but they didn't know that their order number was due and had not had no receipt. So the man was saying that he didn't have a receipt to actually hear when his food was being called, and it was possibly just sitting up there on the counter, you all. And this is how the young man said that he proceeded to for his food to be cold. It says, so now the food is sitting there cold, he told the officer. So when I came up, I said I tried I tried the fries. He said, then the fries are lukewarm, that the man said, but they are not hot. Sim said he asked the manager to get some more fries instead of a refund, as a refund would take multiple days to appear on his account, you all. So he was saying that he didn't want no refund, so forth and so on. He just wanted his food, you all. And like I said, by this time, things had got so hostile between him and the store owner that he just absolutely wanted him out the store, you all. So like I said, the young man should have proceeded and just went on ahead and tried to get him some food somewhere else, especially had he had his money back, you all. This is another thing. You don't want to be in no establishment anyway. First, by no way, shape, form, or fashion, why would anybody want to be in any establishment that they are not wanted in, you all? If you in this particular anywhere, anywhere. I don't care if you at the baseball game, if you at the, Church's Chicken, Popeyes, anywhere, in the establishment. It don't have to be no 5-star restaurant and you don't feel comfortable or you feel unwanted or like the particular people don't want you there, then I suggest that you not even stay around there. You have nothing to prove to nobody. And like I said, these are some of the type of things that escalate other situations, you all. So to keep yourselves from being involved in any kind of confrontation, you just move around. Just simply move around, you all. It's not that hard to do. Like I said, I don't know what possessed the young man to particularly do this or how he forget that he had a past life. But, like I said, it's something with them McDonald's French fries, you all. We got to run not no autopsy check, but we got to check out them ingredients and see what's in the seasoning salt. They might be shaking them a little more than just some salt up in them French fries, because in 2022, them French fries is tearing the house down. I said it, them French fries is tearing the house down. Oh, nigga D. I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all doing something to the people. And it ain't right. Because ain't no way. Ain't no man just forget it. They just knock your whole head off about them French fries. It don't make no sense for nobody to knock your whole head off and peel your stuff back to the white meat behind some French fries. No, ma'am. They said the situation escalated to the manager telling himself to leave the restaurant and not return. And said Sims called the police, and when they arrived, they spoke with the manager and said Sims shoved the food at him and then threw the drink at him, you all. So he proceeded to be really mad, you all. He was hot behind these French fries. And they said, I don't even want him back here, the manager told the officer. Dude obviously on probation or out on bond, got an ankle monitor, a bracelet on. This is what the manager already said. This was already the manager perception. Man, this young man ain't right. He got to be on something. Some kind of probation, parole or something. And it just so happened, the little manager was right, you all. But that just go to show you how they're stereotypers off the bat. So you got to pretty much stay and keep your right mind frame, you all. Don't let these people blow your cool in public. I said it. Do not let these people blow your cool, you all, because that's the whole object of it. That's the whole reason to get you up out of their establishment in the first place, because they do not like you and they don't want you there. They don't even care if you don't come spend your $5-10 with them, because they're gonna get $5-10 more from somewhere else, or make $5-10 more off them chicken nuggets, or sell one of them McDonald's Sundays or one of them shakes or something, you all. But anyway, like I said, it's just a silly situation to have yourself in behind some fries. It said during that time, the officers asked the dispatch to run everyone's information throughout the state and the National Crime Database. He said that's when Sims slowly became agitated, So, and this is one of the things that they'll do. they'll see the way you're gonna react. You all, because most of the time it's just a scare tactic. The things that they do in a chain of command in a certain order. So they can see how you're gonna react to certain situations. You all. So the first thing you have to remember is to always remain calm. You all, when you in a situation and you trying to express yourself or trying to deliver your point of view. You have to remain calm so that the people that's trying to understand you can actually understand what you're saying. But if you're doing all this in some kind of heated manner, throwing drinks and so forth and so on, and pushing food and cussing people out, then can't nobody relate to that. Can't nobody understand that. And the first thing they want you to be is awake. Get away, is to be away from me, to be away from these people, particular establishment. They want you out of there as fast as possible. They don't want you to be sticking around nowhere around there because you're killing their business. You're hurting their business. And then there's other people that want to come in there and sit down and enjoy their food. They actually want to sit down there and enjoy the food. Some people just go to sit up at McDonald's just to use their Wi-Fi while they drink a cup of coffee. So this is a place that McDonald's is just not just a fun place. It's also a place of business. So you have to be mindful of that. Although they are a fast food franchise, you are. This is one of the things that you have to remember. He said that's when Slim slowly became agitated after hearing what's being said over the radio and asked multiple times to get into his girlfriend's car. The report states. It said in the meantime, officers asked him to sign a criminal trespassing notice. And say he repeatedly asked what that meant. Hey, what that mean? hey, look out. So he didn't really understand, but he was really more afraid of actually what he was signing. So I'm pretty sure he understood what it meant for him to sign this simple trespassing citation, but it's simply just a citation that's saying that you're not going to come back around that establishment, that you're going to choose to go to a different McDonald's location if this is what you want to do. It said he repeatedly asked, it said, hold on, I lost my spot. It said what that meant, and if it wasn't under arrest, the body cam footage shows. It said just before he left, Sims asked to see the officer's clipboard. When asked to sign, it said then grabbed it and walked away, saying, "I'm afraid of y'all. I just did 3 years, sir. I'm afraid of y'all, sir." So he proceeded to grab the whole clipboard instead of just a piece of paper, and he already tells the man he trying to actually see what's on that paper because he know that it was some kind of trick. About to jump off, because sometimes they, the one thing the officers can do, and if you ever watch I'm a first 4 days, I like watching them first 4 days. I watch the old ones, the new ones, it depends on how actually good they are, but, if you ever notice, by law, an officer can lie to you. This is one of the forms. It's a sad, sick thing because it's really entrapment, y'all. And it's a double-headed sword when dealing with this type of case, because the officers will entrap you. If they think find you suspicious, supposedly suspicious, they can tell you a lie in order to get the truth. And this is one of the things that's crazy. Like I said, it's so how can an officer be actually accountable for if he's a liar? I don't understand that. And then they'll bring these same officers to court, known liars, and then proceed to say they telling the truth on this day. None of that makes sense to me, But anyway, let me go and say it. It says Sims in charge. Sims is charged in October 28th for killing Adisala Maratovic, you all, I think that sounds like a Russian name, who was shot during an alleged drug deal. Police believe Maratovic's her boyfriend, Michael Smith, and another man, Deshaun Foreigner, went to an apartment in George Creek to buy some drugs from Sims, the Atlanta attorney previously reported. Investigators allegedly that the men may have planned to rob Sims, and at some point, gunfire was exchanged. Oh, okay, so that make will bring a little light to the case that he previously had. You all, something I didn't know. Like I said, I usually have 2 or 3 news clips, and I try to sometimes give the best one that'll be the most shortest one that I can possibly get to the quickest point to. But the previous news clip that I read, they didn't have this information, you all, but it was mostly telling about his prior information. Let me go and share the news clip, because I didn't really plan to hold you all that long, but I thought this was very strange from right here, because like I said, especially when we just lost a young man buying some cold French fries, when the lady pretty much enticed her own son to come down here and lose his freedom buying some cold French fries, you all. Like I said, it's very strange about them French fries, but I know they some good French fries. I like me some McDonald's fries too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And if they cold, I particularly don't want them. I mean, most of the time when I get my little food, my little McDonald's every now and then, when we can't get some McDonald's, you all, I proceed to eat my French fries first. I said, this the first time. I don't want nothing to drink. I don't want no candy. I don't want no side orders, no chicken nugget, the hamburger, all they can wait. I need to get to them fries ASAP, but like mine, if, they happen to be cold or lukewarm, I'm not going to trip about it. I'm just going to eat what I can, you all. Let me go and share this and let you all up out of here.
Got into an argument with the owner of this McDonald's. Police say he didn't think twice about calling 911.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Kennesaw police say that's what started an argument between this man, Antoine Sims, and the owner of this McDonald's.
They're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Kennesaw police say that's what started an argument between this man, Antoine Sims,
and John Brian Bridges, you all, B-R-I-E-N.
The officer spoke with the owner, who said this. He
Brian Bridges said you
cursing at him, he threw a drink, and he wanted him to leave and to be issued a criminal trespass warning.
It's a simple form that says, hey, just don't come back to this McDonald's.
When officers put Sims' name into the computer, they learned he'd been in jail before.
Wanted person, caution, violence, armed and dangerous.
Sims was charged in the murder of...
Hey, did y'all hear that? When they want to name the computer automatically give you the reading. They don't wait for the officer to read it. They go on here, hit them with an alert, and then proceed to tell them actually what these particular people are pulled over for, or what type of suspect they're dealing with, you all. I think that's pretty good for the officers to have that, like I say, so they can actually know what's going on, you all. But 9 times out of 10, they don't really care about that, you all, because I done seen a lot of people get smoked this year. That's and some of them innocent, didn't have nothing to do with nothing, you all. Like I said, and some of these young men was actually running away from, some of these particular officers, you all. So, I just know a different stroke for different folks, you all. And when they ready to do something to you, they gonna do it.
18. Her body was found inside a burning car. He ran from police then and was later captured by U.S. Marshals in Wisconsin. He was currently out on bond, but had a warrant out of Fulton County for failure to appear.
Come over here and have you sign real quick.
When police tried to give Sims the warning, he took off running.
That's you, baby. This is what it is, baby.
As soon as he runs away, the other officers begin to chase after him.
They caught up with him in an apartment complex.
The officer gives chase for a few seconds and tases him in the back, where it hits his back and his leg, and immediately goes to the ground.
Take your point! Put your hands out! Put your hands out! Hands out!
After complaining complaining about his cold fries, this man, who already had no charges against him, is now headed back to jail.
It's very unusual that someone, knowing that he is wanted by the police, called the police. But Mr. Sims did that.
Sims is currently in the Cobb County Jail looking at...
Like I say, like what make you, how you forget that though? Ain't nothing that good about no French fries. I ain't lying. Talking about he did, man, forgot he is out on board for a murder, you all. But from what I understand, some people tried to rob this young man before, and he possibly had caught up with the people or whatever, But like I said, in some of these situations, I have to always remember, when taking revenge on people, vengeance is the Lord's, He will repay those people, all I'm saying is to say that it's not good to take matters into your own hands, you all. Do not try to take matters into your own hands, you all. Do what you can do and take the proper steps and channels so that you can come out victorious, you all. Because like I said, this man may have been in the right, and most definitely he was in the right, you all, as far as, the way a person feels, being robbed or being hurt or being jacked or, I don't condone that at all, you all, but nor do I condone murder and violence, you all. It is not the answer. Don't take from misconception what I'm trying to say, you all. And sometimes you just have to follow the proper steps, you all, so that some of the things that you can replace some of those things that were taken, because you can't do nothing without a life, without your own life, you all. So this is one of the things that I want to share with you all tonight anyway. But like I say, this is the cold fries, you all. I don't know what's up with them fries, but they make on the fries, though, ain't they? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. If you out on bond, you got any kind of court dates coming up, do what you can do to resolve this, and don't jump on. That's all I can tell you all for the night, and stay away from them fries. I think we're gonna have to jump on them Wendy's fries from now on, y'all, because it's something wrong with the French fries at McDonald's, God first, Christ gang. Peace. Y'all have a blessed night.